King Dragon, really? I wonder if he sends his regards. Buttons. 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 Alright. Let's getteth thee to the... Getteth thee to the town. And buyeth some stuff. Do I have gold? Yeah, okay. Getteth thee to the town, and buyeth thee some weapons and armor. What do we say? My rule is kill faster. Yes. And what is next? I don't really have... That's only 2 points of defense, which isn't actually going to do anything. So we need to conserve our money for their weapons and their armor. See? Better to kill it faster. You'll actually take... I've said all this before. You'll take less damage killing faster than you will, you know, with an extra point or two of defense. Especially later in the game. Actually, you don't even really have to get that far into the game before you start taking way more damage than any armor upgrade is gonna benefit you over a weapon upgrade. If you can end a battle a round or two earlier, then you know, better to start that route. I'm not saying don't use armor, don't have armor. What I am saying though is the quicker route is definitely to be able to kill faster. Okay, we're already... What am I doing? Buttons. 108 gold. That's not bad. I'll get back up to 120. Just to see what I can buy. This thing's already giving me 8 gold anyway, because, you know, this is still the hack version. It's the hacky hack. It's one thing you'll notice in some of the stuff I have planned is I do use cheat codes or hacks, but generally only for the sake of brevity or convenience, or modern conveniences, GUI interface, the shop menu, so on and so forth. Where am I at? 70, 90, was that 160? Let's see, they both give me the same boost, so... Yeah. And just for the heckle and jekyll, even though I know I could cast heal, it's actually just faster to stay at the end. By the way, I'm sure you've already noticed, you're saying to yourselves, why are you starting over? Well, the fact of the matter is I did play with the first part, between the first part of this video and now, I did actually play an entire second part. And I thought well, when I recorded it, I screwed it up. I did something to the audio or something, or maybe it didn't encode properly or some such, and so I lost that entire second part. But I thought I had a save. I thought I had a backup save of the original save, so I could just go and play, you know, just do the second part over, no problem. But apparently I've lost that between then and now, 4 years, go figure, right? I've actually lost that backup save. So I just started over, except this time I'm not even messing with the whole, you know, what did I say in the original video? Oh yeah, we're gonna play at the regular game speed, man. See how much faster it goes, man. It's just like who's got time for that? You know what I mean? I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody to you know where I'm going with that. To quote an old meme phrase, ain't nobody got time for that. That a friend of mine still uses, probably more regularly than he should. You know, everybody has one of those friends. You know, that one friend that's still saying, "You are the weakest link." You know, or name your favorite pop culture catchphrase from the past 20 years, and that person is still using it. Or we all have that one friend that's, you know, kind of stuck in, like, you know, 2004 or 1998 or something. Or, you know, or our older relatives stuck in, like, 1973, you know. Where am I at on gold? I'm already back up to 123. So basically, because I haven't actually prepared for this run. So what I think I'm going to do, and this is going to be kind of boring, is I'm going to just go ahead and get level and get all the armor and stuff and keys and what have you. And then I'm actually probably going to do just all of the lore stuff, all of the actual game progression in the second part of this video. Is probably the way I'm going to do it. Leather paint, there we go, leather clothes, yes. I should have got the copper sword first, because again, we could be killing quicker. We're only really half heartedly paying attention to my hit points here. So we'll go back out and do some more. Yeah, this is what people came for. Yeah, we want to watch you just grind on slimes for 30 levels. which theoretically, you know, could technically work. It could be a thing. Because, like, see, and when I say not even going for all the lore stuff, see, there's the first cave you're supposed to visit where you get the tablet. I'm not doing that either. In fact, since I'm level 4, I'm already gonna probably migrate my way over here closer to the town of Garin, which I don't know what this hack calls the town in this, you know, because they got some weird names going on for this version. And for those that don't know, who may not have seen the first video, this hack is just a double XP and gold of the SNES, which itself had already boosted experience and gold rates. And then not only that, not only have I doubled the increased amounts, but I'm also playing on an emulator at like 200% speed here. So, or for those of you keeping track, 120 frames per second. Actually, it's still only 60 frames per second, but hell, actually, I might even be recording at 30 frames. I can't remember. I'm so ill-prepared for this. That's why I said, you know, today we're just going to grind and get armors and all that kajazz. Because I'm one of those weirdos that grinding is just kind of a zone-out, zen, turn-off-the-mind experience for. It's just something I could do, like, nearly mindlessly for hours on end. And have done, because Lord knows I've played through all of these RPGs in their original incarnation. Grind and brutal difficulty included. Where are we at? 234? I don't even know what I'm saving up for. I was supposed to be getting the sword, wasn't I? Yeah, I was supposed to be getting the copper sword. The copper sword. I could probably actually go ahead and get that copper sword and go down to the grind spot down there in the mountains. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows the row, right? The ones go south of Tentacle till you hit a line of craggy mountains that are impassable. And on that bottom row, you could grind on scorpions. And scorpions, I believe, would spawn there, in addition to like magicians and other things. We're gonna find out because I can't remember. It's legitimately been that long since I've played the original game, and this one as well. I just don't remember. Let's see. Copper sword, there we go. Sure. And didn't in later games they ask you if you wanted to sell your the weapon you had equipped whenever you bought a new weapon? You know, I'm just selling all this crap, you know? I don't need that torch because I'm no, don't want to do that. No. I think we bought everything we can get here, can't we? Copper sword, right? Leather clothes. Leather shield. Yeah, we bought everything we can get here, so let's go ahead and in again. And I think this is the one where they call this Ratatome or something like that. Because they've made some interesting... Whoever did this I feel like this is a hack of a translation, because they seem to have some of the more... let me think of a non-offensive way of saying this. Japan-centric translation. Where, you know, they're a little obsessed with the original the original script in Japanese, and they try to stick to that as closely as possible, even if it's to like the detriment of other things. And Lord knows people go round and around on the forums about this stuff. And not just Dragon Quest, but like any JRPG forum, they'll be arguing about, you know, it's the purists, you know, or the, as I mentioned a minute ago, the offensive term, I say offensive, I don't know if it is or not, is weeaboo, right? Or weeb for short. You know, they're a little too enamored of the Japanese. But like I said, they go round and around on this stuff. To this day, people fight over, oh, it should be the Western. The Western translation is just fine. That's okay. And then others say, no, it's not a real translation unless you're word for word translating the Japanese, even if it comes out in gibberish, because Eastern and Western languages don't really have a one-to-one translation. Especially that Japan, you know, their phraseology and stuff, and their sense of humor, for that matter, tends to be in the completely different than Western. You know, it's not as linear as Western language. A lot of times it's a word for a sound type thing. You know, it's what we would call, I believe here is called onomatopoeia. Japanese use a lot of onomatopoeia. They use a lot of like metaphor type phraseology, and indeed imagery as well. Like if you've ever seen any anime, there's like different things they do within the animation itself that indicate like a specific style of animation can indicate believe it or not, like an emotion. It can indicate a response or embarrassment or something. It's I'm fascinated by it just in the cultural sense, but I don't consider myself a weeb because I don't I don't believe in the staunch adherence to the whole one-to-one translation thing when it comes to translating games. And it doesn't even have to be. I'm not even talking about RPGs. Any translation for any game that comes over this way from Japan is like, I kind of prefer, and I'll catch flack for this, as a Western gamer, I prefer a westernized localization as well. Not only translated and westernized and localized, and for people who don't understand exactly what localization is, there's a couple of books out there on it. There's actually some really good books put out by I can't remember, Fangamer, I think is the name of the website. They have a couple of books called Legends of Localization, and those give a pretty good rundown of how and why stuff is translated the way that it is. The way I described it to people is you essentially have you have 4 stages of a piece of dialogue. You have the original Japanese, right? And then you have, when stuff is being translated, generally first it gets translated one-to-one, which is what a lot of people want to see. That's all they want. They want the one-step translation. They want the, word for word, one-to-one, and that's it. And they want the entire game to be that. And if you've ever played like a one-to, because there are a couple of them out there. I think FF7 infamously has, FF being Final Fantasy, infamously has a translation that is nearly a word-for-word translation of the, I say word for word, that's not entirely accurate given what I just described, but as close to the Japanese as possible, right? Including some of the stuff that doesn't flow I can't say that word, linearly in Western or English. Because it doesn't have the same flow as far as like sentence structure and stuff goes. So in English, it comes out almost gibberish. The way I described it as a post I made years ago, and I believe it was people fighting over the FF7 translation. This is before the remake came out. I said my understanding of the translation, and I'm just paraphrasing here. I don't have the post pulled up, but it's still there. Is you have the original Japanese, right? And then the second step is generally the one-to-one, which is what I just said, that some people want to see. Then you will have a next step in the translation that is essentially translating the meaning or the intent of a piece of dialogue or a scene or something, like what's actually happening, but in a form that makes sense. But it's still not localized, and you're saying, well, it's translated, but it's not localized. And you'll also hear people say westernized, and what they mean is localized. Localized and westernized I use interchangeably because that's the point at which characterization gets added, character context, any accents, any if you want to go the Ted, I know a lot of people don't like Ted Woolsey and his translations, but if you wanted to go the Woolseyism route of like jokes and pop culture references and humor and stuff of that nature, or character jokes or callbacks to other things that aren't necessarily there in the Japanese dialogue, that would be the 4th stage, which I would call westernization / localization. So the example I gave was to actually was you had the original Japanese dialogue, right? And it translates to something along the lines of, and this is just an example, and I'm just paraphrasing my own example here, so I may be recalling it incorrectly. Say you have one character addressing another character, and that character says, brother, individuals should have smiles with happy life progression, right? Which is kind of sort of makes a little bit of sense, but now let's take that sort of slightly gibberish sentence and translate it into something that makes sense in English, right? So now we're just going to go with the straight English translation that makes sense with something like, hey, Egbert, say the character's brother is Egbert. Hey, Egbert, people should do the things that make them happy, right? Which is the intent. That's the meaning of the Japanese dialogue, okay? But it doesn't add characterization. It doesn't add any context. It doesn't add accents. It doesn't add flavor, whatever, to the scene. For that, you would have the actual westernization and localization, which adds all of those things in. It adds in context, it adds in characterization, character quirks, accents, the context of the scene, any emotional implications, and you would have something like from going from, hey, Egbert, people should do the things that make them happy, which is the Western words, the English translation, and then we localize that to, yo, Eggy, how about I do me and you do you, bro? Because again, at that point, you're adding in the characterization, you're adding in the context, you're adding in personality quirks, you're adding in vocalization and accents, or any regional dialects, so on and so forth. And again, if you wanted to go to the step of Ted Woolsey, now a lot of people would say that last sentence right there, the yo Eggy, that is very Woolsey in and of itself. And maybe that's just because that's the majority of the RPGs I played in the, I'd say, late 80s and through the mid 90s were translated by one guy, for Nintendo of America, or one guy working with a team. But no, actually, I think a lot of those games were like a one-man effort with Ted Woolsey. I mean, he was working with the Japanese game developers, but as far as like the translation and all that other stuff that gets added in, Ted Woolsey did that all by himself. As far as there's more than one article out there on it, and I'm pretty sure at this point there's probably a couple of YouTube videos have been made about it as well. Let's see, where am I going? We're gonna see. I've been talking and mindlessly grinding. See, that's another thing that I can enjoy grinding. It's because I don't really have to focus too much on what I'm doing. Now, if I were playing the original version of this game, I probably would have to focus a lot more. So, again, number one rule here, kill faster, right? So we've already got the iron axe here. So let's sell my copper sword. Right? Thanks a lot! Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. And what does that leave me? 290. Oh, that leaves me just shy of enough to get the blah, 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 blah. Just, let's see, 300 and 800. So I need 1,100 roughly to finish up here. Which, yeah, I tell you what, we're gonna, at this point, now that I've got a stronger weapon, we're gonna run down to the... Because again, I for any of you that are here hoping I'm like actually playing the game, no, I'm just, as I said, I'm going to do all the weapons and armor and leveling in one video, and then I'm going to do all the actual game stuff. Well, maybe not, because then I'd just be making the actual game stuff too easy, and at that point, grinding would be pointless. Which honestly... I hate to say it, but sometimes, and it depends on the game, sometimes that's the way I like to play. What do you like to play? bogeyman! Let's see, HP 40. And just, I guess I better save at this point. Gotta run to the king, because, you know, 1980s RPGs. You know, I think the great thing about a lot of the early CRPGs is, let's scroll over here. Let's just do that one. A great thing about a lot of those old computer games, and if I have the manuals, you know, and all the supplements and strategy guides and stuff for a lot of that stuff. People say that, like, save scumming is cheating, and you could make that argument. But those games were so... I don't know if it was because they were difficult, or that the game developers or the computer game developers at the time felt that, you know, you might have a power outage or something, you know, or that, or just computers and the disk technology, you know, floppy drives and stuff that just weren't reliable. Oh, looks like they might have fixed this. Because you used to be able... Yeah, I think they changed the map here. Look at that. Because I remember this going down quite a bit further. You used to be able to grind right here for, like, scorpions and stuff. But I guess they figured that was a cheap... I guess they figured that was a cheap strategy. That's okay. We can run to the west and earn up our gold, especially off of the skeletons and whatnot. I'm level 7. I think I'm almost high enough level to be able to decently take on skeletons. So we're going to run to the west over here, to the town of Cole. Because I at least want to armor up in Garen, and then I may make a run for the mountain cave. I can't remember if you need keys, though, or not. That's the problem. Is I can't remember exactly everything that you need keys for in this game. Because I know it's at some point the game basically encourages you to go through that cave down to Rimulder to get Rimulder, whatever, to get the to get some keys. But you gotta have gold to buy that crap too. Actually, the reality, at least in the original game, is once you get the sleep spell, you can take on wolves and warlocks. They are fairly susceptible to sleep. I believe wolves only have like a 1 resistance. Like, the resistances in this game run on like a 1 to 16, I believe. Like a 1 out of, or not, a number out of 16 is their resistance, and I believe wolves only have like a 1 resistance, and I think warlocks have some resistance, but still low enough for sleep to actually be useful. And this is another whether you're in the NES version or the SNES version, this is another fantastic spot right here to grind. Decent gold rate, decent encounter rate, because you're in the forest, and scorpions and skeletons, and you're right next to town, so, you know, as long as you survive a battle, as long as you survive, you're good to go. And we're level 8. I should be getting Radiant. No, not yet. Let me see. Level 8. Yeah, level 8, hold on. That's my... Oops. Didn't want to do that. Well, probably needed to anyway. Status. Look at my spells. Heal, Sleep, Fireball. Yeah, so I still haven't got Radiant yet. I could have swore I learned a spell at level 8. Maybe they changed that. Maybe they felt the game was a little too front-loaded as far as like leveling and learning spells and what have you, so they kind of spread the spell progression. Because, like, you learn your last spell at, like, what, level 16 or 17? Matter of fact, that's the reason that most old school walkthroughs recommended you be at least level 17, so you have both heal more and hurt more in your spell arsenal. Now, nowadays, people do insane... you go watch the RNG manipulated speed run of this. I think the guy beats it at, like, level it's really low. 12, 13, maybe level 10. I don't know. But he's doing like a lot of manipulation, which I don't particularly. Well, I don't want to get into that. I'm just if I start ranting about speed running, I'm gonna make myself sound like a hypocrite. because I am, okay. I fully admit I can enjoy watching a speed run, but it doesn't seem like the type of thing. God, how many? I think I say this in every video. I can enjoy watching them, and I can engage with others. You know, as far as like enjoying them and talking about them and what have you, and indeed I have. But actually, like doing speed runs myself seems like tedium, and not because the speedrunning itself is necessarily tedious, at least not for people that love it, and especially those guys that do it for a living. I mean, who knows? Maybe it is tedious, but it would be tedious for me, not because of the process itself, okay? It would be tedious for me because I suck, okay? I suck and I lacked patience. And that's strictly on me. That is 100% on me. I may have to turn down at some point, not right now, but man, when I get closer to the end game, I may have to turn the speed down a little bit, because I do need. Right now, I'm just kind of mindlessly button mashing, but there's going to come a point where I'm going to need to actually pay attention to how much damage those guys are doing to me. I'm kind of sort of watching my hit point meter after I take a hit. But that's not going to do me any good if I take a hit that kills me. Could have swore there were more. I could have swore there were more skeletons over here somewhere. Am I actually killing skeletons? That should right there should explain how much I zone out when I'm grinding. Wow, we're at 1,500. Yeah, I forget. I always forget that everything's increased. You know, and that is, for my money, that is the one thing that makes about, I would say, the first 2, possibly 3 Dragon Quest games a grind fest, is not necessarily the experience. It's the gold rate. Like, if you had a much more decent gold rate in these games, you probably would progress. You would progress faster in spite of being a lower level. So I think in a lot of cases, and again, it's the kind of thing that's only going to come from, you know, once you've played a game just hundreds and hundreds of times, is, you know, what is the shortfall? What's the shortcoming? And everybody says, oh, it's grinding for experience. But really, it's not grinding for experience. It's grinding for gold. That's the thing, is because once you get your equipment upgrade, you know, then you're pretty much good to go. Alright, let's do chainmail. Yeah, let's equip. And iron shield. Alright, let's see where we at. Let's see where we are here. We are at 30 for defense. That's not bad. I'll just stay at the end here. And I have 500 left. You know, and it's at this point I should probably go do the mountain cave, right? Well, no, I don't have radiant yet. I'm just not interested in messing with torches. Do I not have radiant yet? Heal, sleep, fireball. I still only got heal for field magic. Huh. Because I guess I'm actually going to have to level more. See, that's... I'm going to have to look that up, because I don't think that was like that in the... See, there's Radiant there at level 9. I could have swore Radiant was level 8. That might be something that whoever hacked. That might be something they had changed in the original SNES remake of this, or something that whoever hacked this game changed. Which wouldn't bother me one bit, to be quite honest with you. I do feel like, you know, you two schools of thought, right? I feel like your spell should be a bit more spread out, but then there are those that would argue that, oh, well, by that point you're over leveled. Radiant. And I don't have any maps or anything. So I am running off of memory here. So you're going to have to forgive me if I just wander around aimlessly. I don't like what they did with the names here. They changed some of the names of the monsters that I don't know if it's a different language. I know it's not Japanese, but if it's a different language, like if this was like translated by somebody that might have been from, you know, India or China or you know, Russia, or, you know, some other nation, and so they use some of the words and flavor of their own language to make this translation, which I don't have a problem with. You know, not that there's anything wrong with that. I am a bit of a purist just in regard to the Western translation. This is the dead end room, isn't it? Yeah. Here's the dead end room. And you know, honestly, for as long as that other video is for the first part, I think I only made it through this cave. Like, I think I did a few other things, but as far as like completing parts of the game, I think I only did this cave. I don't think I did the Garen cave, the Grave of Garenham, if you want to use the original translation. Because what do you find down here? You'll find like the fighter's ring, and then you have a chance to find the cursed items. Oh, see, you gotta have a key to get in there. So yeah, they do encourage you to go to. Okay, I was remembering that correctly then. They want you to go get keys first. And if you ask me, that's a little off balance, because by the time you get down around Rimmelder, you can start fighting gold men, by which point, like, honestly, even in the NES days, I would just start grinding on gold men, and go ahead and like get fully equipped, get a full complement of keys, probably like a full. I think I also did like full complement of like herbs and whatnot. By that point, come on. Let me heal just in case here, and let me radiant again, because I don't remember where I'm going. Because again, kind of just mindlessly playing here. Because I fully admit, as soon as I had access to maps back in the NES days, I probably used them. I gotta go around. Now I don't know where I'm going. Is that the exit? See, now I'm just wandering around aimlessly. Down here. Another level. No, I wasn't going that way. I think I just... Is that where I just was? Oh my gosh. The Because there's some stairs over there, but I can't see how to get to them. I don't even know if that's the stairs I'm supposed to be going to. Because there's stairs there, and then there's stairs here, and... Okay. Wow, man. I know people that know this game a lot better than me are just pulling their hair out watching me play this, going, dude, what are you doing? Pay attention, McFly. Good God. I think I'm still going the wrong way. Yes, I'm still going there. Oh my God, gosh, goodness. So yeah, I think that's why I said it. See, that kind of throws the whole thing. I think that's why I said, it's like, while I'm down, while I'm at Remolder, while you're down there, there isn't really any reason to not sit there and basically just grind out gold slimes. Listen to me. Did that ever happen? Was that ever a thing? How long before, how many games did they get into before they introduced, like, gold slimes? Because it was, wasn't it the Monsters game that introduced gold slime? I don't remember, but anyhow. Because I'm thinking of that, because I'm still playing the same game save in Dragon Quest Monsters 2, or Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, that I've had. I've had that game save for, 20 since 2012, maybe? The summer of 2012, I think, is when I started that game save. So I've had that same game save, and I have been playing it off and on. I do play it off and on. Matter of fact, the stat rings video that I have on the very lazily made stat rings video I have is from that save. So whenever that was made, and then 2012. Okay. Now in the original game, I could get through this cave without having to waste a spell, because I just knew that how many. Once you get to the wall down here and you hear the bonking, and then I knew how many steps I needed to take to get around to the stairs. I don't think I could. Well, I might be able to. It doesn't seem it's roughly the same thing. Magic Ricky. It's a skeleton. I don't know why. I know I've told you before, but for some reason, all skeletons are French. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's probably from the, wasn't there a French skeleton in a cartoon from, like, the 80s? It was a skeleton, and he was French. He wore, like, a beret. I want to say that was the Beetlejuice cartoon, which was surprisingly successful, believe it or not. It's one of those cases where I think the cartoon show itself was far more successful. I mean, the movie was successful, don't get me wrong, and it's certainly a cult classic nowadays. Where am I at? I have enough for the sword? Yes, I do. I would say, oh, the gold rate in this game is way too fast. No, actually, it's probably just about right for the grinding that I have been doing. The only reason the grinding's been going so quickly is because, once again, as a reminder, I am playing it at double speed here. Well, let me see what I've got. I got 1,500, so I need... I probably won't even mess with the steel armor. I'll probably just go... well, you know what? Let's upgrade, because I want to go kill some, some gold men. So the iron armor is the equivalent of the, half plate. For those of you, for anybody that might be watching that little weapons and armor thing, the iron armor in this one was the half plate in the original game, and then the full plate is the steel armor, I think is what they called it there, and obviously the magic armor is still the magic armor. The one thing I don't like, I do not like the artwork from that little manual / adventures guide. I just don't like it. Let's see where we're at. Am I really taking that much damage? Actually, you know, if I ran into a gold man here, he would probably a wolf mammal. Ugh, wow, brilliant. Whoever came up with that is brilliant. Wolf mammal. That's like saying a trout fish. It's a wolf mammal. It's man bear pig. It's some kind of pig bear man. No, it's some kind of bear man pig. It's man bear pig. Okay, I'll stop now. I'm sorry. I thought you could hit goldmen down here. We're going pretty quick there. There's some good gold from those guys. Let me heal up again. Yeah, I think if we can, because the goldmen in this game actually do have a decent, I think they have a decent amount more of hit points than they had in the NES version. So they actually do, they can stomp you if you get caught unawares. Which we're gonna find out now whether or not this guy's gonna curb stomp me. 41-29. Yeah, he might kill me. Because if I go again without healing, and he hits me first, then I gotta heal again. Yeah, you could do it, but man, you gotta stay healed. There we go. 1300, and that puts me at 26. Might just grab the. This is the case. Now, see, this is one of those rare cases where I know I was ranting about upgrading your weapon first. I still got enough there. I could have chanced it. I'm playing it safe. I am a chicken wuss today. For you Final Fantasy fans, I'm playing it chicken wuss. Playing it chicken wuss is what we're doing. Yeah, we're healing up. 1300. See, I mean, you get where you need to be really quick killing those things. Spell. Let me heal. I'm down to 12 MP. Yeah, we might be able to do one more. Oh, see, now they're popping up. Ooh, terrific move. Good work. That was perfect. 600. Let me do another heal, just so we get back to town intact. Huh? Schwackety schwack, man. The Erdrick is angry that day, my friends. I just want to get up to 7,000 is what I need for them. No, I gotta have 7,700, so I'm just go ahead and... I ain't got enough MP for more gold men without risking dying, so rather than risk it, we're just gonna go ahead and... We're just gonna go ahead and stay at the end here and go, go, go. And honestly, if you're gonna go to Cantlin to get the sword and the shield upgrade, this is the place to, honestly, this is the place to earn the gold. Earn the gold here and then just make the trek. Because at least the enemies besides Goldman here are fairly benign. Whereas enemies elsewhere where Goldman appears are a bit nastier. Like, honestly, Goldman is about the nastiest thing in this area, unless you go a little further south and you start running into wyverns. Or wyverns. Ooh! Heal. Oh, and I'm stop spelled, so I gotta kill him now. There we go. He's smart. He's a good doggy. He's a good doggy. Where are we at? 76.92. Yeah, we'll make that on the way back. Oh, I was gonna say. Wow. That was just dumb luck right there, folks. That was just button mashy dumb luck is what that was. So let's get, well, this guy out of the way. There we go. Bye. And let's go ahead. Yeah, see, the reason to skip the steel armor entirely is it's not actually an upgrade when you get the magic armor. But then a lot of people say, well, get the steel armor and just skip the magic armor, because then you get the... And gold-wise, yeah, you save yourself that 3,700 gold. Or, excuse me, 4,700 gold, because your next armor upgrade is the Erdrick armor. Let's see, I've already got that. Now we got that. So yeah, we're just gonna go with the magic armor. I got the gold. May as well use it. Oh god, here we go. Pretty sure I think I talked about this before, but pretty sure, well, I would say 8-bit theater, but more than one humor site or comedy site has made fun of the whole thing of NPCs just standing in your way. And honestly, it looks like they're just bumping up against the wall themselves, you know? Can you imagine that? The guy just repeatedly walking into a wall. Pretty sure there have been entire YouTube skits made on annoying NPCs and their assorted behaviors, especially in these older games. Oh, you know what? I do have to get keys while I'm here, don't I? I gotta get keys, or I ain't going nowhere. What do I got for money? Our keys in the original were like 53 gold, and you could carry 6 of them, right? So 6 is 300 and some change. 318 gold to max out your keys. I think we're good on that, so. Yeah, because it's once you get keys is once you can start actually collecting other stuff. There we go. All right. Wow. That's only, okay, so they made them only 16 in this one. 4, 5, 6. Please tell me they made it so you can count. Oh, see? Defense seed. Should I save scum that? I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to use it. Besides, it might be, well, no. 4 doesn't seem like a fixed amount in this game. Actually, 4 points of vitality, that actually would get you like a point of damage reduction, I believe. Can't believe Rock is late again. Yeah, well, he's got a match. The Rock does. Let's go see what the Rock. Let's see if finally the Rock has come back. Oh, see, they played with the dialogue. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like when they put smarm into these games, and that's not the translation. That's whatever idiot did the translation in the hack put that in. You're not going to tell me that phraseology was used in the original. It was not. And I know a lot of people are going to be, oh, you're such a prude, man. Okay, Boomer. Shut up, Boomer. That's Millennial and Zoomer who humor, Boomer. It's not for you. Now, hey, we could go do the dragon. I'm not going to. I'm going to get all the weapon and armor upgrades before I mess with that dragon. See, magic armor doesn't... I could have swore magic armor protected you from the swamp. I guess not. You do get HP regeneration with the magic armor, I believe. 62 and back up to 63. Yeah, so I think it's like every 4 or 5 steps with the magic armor that gives you the regeneration. So we're gonna, before we go to what am I, level 12? I don't even remember what level you really need to be to kill the guy for the Erdrick armor. I don't even remember. But we are gonna save. I'm gonna do a battery save, and then I'll probably do a stave. I'm gonna say that a lot. A save state. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, might as well say. I hate to save over that other run, but just as a backup, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I'll just go ahead and do a state save here. Which they changed all that, which I don't like the changes they made to that. I understood, because here's the thing. Some of the changes that are being made to these emulators, I'm not going to say which emulator I'm playing on. You can probably figure it out just from the prompts on the screen and what have you. They've started developing more toward, I mean, they're always developing toward like accuracy and things of that nature. But a lot of the quote-unquote features they're adding in, for my money, it's some extra menu. Yeah, I'm complaining about something really stupid and just makes me sound incredibly lazy and entitled. But they've essentially, for the speedrunners and the tasking community, they've added some extra features and utilities that basically, for just your player like me, equal extra menuing, which I don't like. And as I said, you know, terribly entitled, you know, whiny nonsense. I get it. I just wanted to make that observation that most of these emulators for like NES and SNES have kind of reached their apotheosis of what they're capable of for like accuracy and certainly speed and reliability and things of that nature, and they've done absolutely fantastic work. And I am not crapping on those guys at all, or the community for that matter. I am not crapping on the speedrun community or the emulation community or the tasking community. Let's see how that guy's, he's hitting okay, I guess. I feel like you know what? Actually, I am nowhere near the level I would need to be to kill metal slimes. I was getting ready to say, it's like, hey, I could save Scummit, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm nowhere near where I need to be able to kill metal slimes. Ooh, wow, these guys hit hard. I could use another level, that's for sure. I might go back to the north just a little bit. I feel like I am, yeah, I'm gonna die. Of course, at this point, I don't really care about gold. Do a heal. Let me do another heal. I need to get back to the north, because I went into enemies that are just a little out of my capabilities right this second. Back across the bridge. Now, there's one thing they were fairly accurate about in the original game. They say if you cross a bridge, stuff gets stronger. And the way they've got the enemy zones in this game, that is fairly accurate. There's an enemy zone map out there somewhere. Well, there's a couple of them actually. A couple of different. You can get them on Woodus, and the one that was the pack-ins that they created for this game, with the monster chart and the world map and all that stuff, I believe has a distribution map of some kind with it as well. I may be misremembering that. Where am I at? Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get to level 13 before I attempt the... Actually, level 13 may not even be enough to attempt the speed, vitality, return, heal, radiant out. The other said, I'm not terribly concerned about gold right this second. So if I die, I die, and I'm not going to save state because that's cheating at that point. Well, again, let's not have that conversation because, again, some folks insist that save stating or save scumming, as it were, is not cheating. Others do. And I'm going to be terribly inconsistent as I play through different games, which is currently the plan, but I mean, that was always the plan. I'm going to be terribly inconsistent on games that I'm willing to and not willing to save state, or save scum, as it were, on. Because save stating is one thing, save scumming is something else entirely. I don't care about the gold. I don't care about the gold. What am I doing? Oh. Pay attention. I was going to try and make it to the... I don't think I'm going to make it, man. I really think you got to get to what you call it first. There ain't no way I'm killing anything here. I'm gonna have to run. Down this way. Nope. Down and around. Oh, that's right. They made the path. They made those trees. Oh man, here we go. Dead. Oh no. Just barely survived. Where am I at? 64 hit points. You gotta go this way. Don't remember where if I gotta go into that little patch of trees. Oh no, right here. The thing is, I don't remember supposed to put this guy to sleep or not. Because it could just be a wasted turn. It might just be better to attack. But then he can sleep you. If he sleeps us, oh yeah, we're dead. Oh yeah, we're so dead. Yeah, we are gonna have to go get. I don't think you can run from him. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get the rest of the weapons and armor before we can kill this guy. And doesn't matter now. Okay, so... Wow, so I was already up 6,000 gold? Yeah, not bad. Well, let's go back to that area. At least there was a decent amount of gold men, right? I could, and I can fairly reliably kill them. I mean, we're just going to kill our way there. I know a lot of people run from this low-level stuff once they get to a certain level. But we're playing fast here, so... we're just going to keep going. Let's go down around this area. Let's find me some more gold men's to kill. Ain't gonna be able to kill no metal slime. Because I know a lot of people are saying, well, just go where the metal slimes are, and at least then you can kill other stuff while you're down there. Except the problem is the stuff that's around the metal slimes, I'm not really quite strong enough to kill without having to do a whole bunch of healing just yet. And honestly, I'm having to heal in between a lot of these battles anyway. At least I get plenty of gold, man. A lot of good. All this gold's gonna do me if I can't actually get to where I need to go to buy the stuff. That is one difference I can tell you, is I do specifically remember the Erdrick armor was easier to get. As I think that, and I believe that Axe Knight actually had a lot less by way of hit points. I'm saying all this stuff, I've got all the hit points and stuff posted. I can't see that screen. I'm not playing on 2 monitors, especially in the summertime. If I play on 2 monitors in the summertime, it just gets so hot. And I don't like having to run the air conditioner all night. Not the least which reason, like, freezing my roommate out. I was like, I've got all these electronics in here generating heat, and then that poor person is freezing their, curled up in bed, freezing their posterior off. You know, I think an interesting, and somebody's probably already done it, or maybe nobody has, I don't know, but I think an interesting thing to check out in this game would be like, how fast can I get to level 30? Because, you know, with speed runs, it's always, isn't it always, oh, how fast can we kill this guy? How fast can we get to this part of the game? You know, how fast till we max out this or that or the other, you know, as far as like armor and weapons or items or, you know, how fast till we beat the entire game, right? It's like if I were going to do anything like that, it would be how fast to max my level, right? That's the way I would play it, because at least at that point, as you can tell, I enjoy the grinding process. Especially like in this version where you actually do feel like you're making progress. You know, in the original game, man, I remember I played the hell out of the original game that summer. You know, I got the game for my birthday, and my birthday is you know, just a few short weeks before school lets out every year, or used to. And so I generally get a game for my birthday, and possibly another game for, you know, good grades. And I would have 2 games to play all summer, you know. So it's like a lot of my memories is of school and middle school and high school and even elementary are tied heavily to games, just because that was the cycle, right? And with this game, it was, I literally remember I did get to level 30, because I was curious, I wanted to know. It's like, well, I wonder how high a level I can get. And for like those last 12 levels or so, I think you need the same amount. I think you need 4,000 experience points for those last 10 or 12 levels. And it would take about an hour. It was about an hour between levels, if not an hour and a half, depending on how I distracted myself. Because at the time, you know, I was very much into listening to the radio as well, and that was my thing. It's like I'd listen to music and I'd grind, and that persisted, as you could tell. What am I doing now? I'm grinding, and we're listening to music, so it's the same thing. I'm level 14. I did not pay attention to when I became level 14. Level 15, maybe. Okay, I'm loving the gold. Oops. I'm getting close. Let's see, the silver. How much is that damn silver shield? I don't remember. Wasn't it like 15,000 for the silver shield, and then the sword is almost 10. It's like 9,800. So you need like 25k gold to. You need 25k gold to. I don't need to heal just yet. To max out your weapons and armor and stuff in Cantlin. Because we're maxed on armor as far as what you can purchase. But I don't feel confident in getting, because again, I don't feel confident getting the Erdrick armor, because this version is certainly, it's balanced differently as well. I can already tell, just strictly by the amount of damage I'm taking, the amount of damage I'm doing, and the amount of hit points that everything has. Because in the original game, each gold man was only about 200 gold. So that was 25,000 gold. That's like, what is that? That's like 500 gold men or something like that. Still, even with the gold men, it'd be like 500 of them you have to kill, you know. Whereas in this hacked version, you know, first of all, the gold rate was bumped to where they have about 600 gold each, and then that was doubled here to 1,300, so, or 650, and then that was doubled to 1,300. I've not run into, you know what I have not run into that usually you run into in this area? I've not run into a single knight. You know the blue knights, you know what I'm talking about. I've not run into a single one of those. That makes me wonder if whoever hacked this game changed the distribution. Or maybe I'm just not in the right area, but I could swear I remember fighting in this area. There we go. Speak of the freaking devil, man. Come on. And actually I think I'm the idiot, because I think I have killed some of this run. And I'm just not paying I'm not paying enough attention. Again, that's the whole mindless grinding thing. I will say this though, they stocked this area with gold men, that's for darn sure. Where am I at? 20. See, I'm almost there. Like I said, I would like one more level. Where am I at for MP? I'm doing all right, actually. I would like one more level. Oh, I can't go to the damn. I can't go to Cantlin. You know why? You know why? Because I haven't done any of the story stuff. I gotta have the flute. Otherwise, that golem will give you the curb stomp, man. That golem is gonna go all Steve Austin on me. So we gotta get over to Cole and get the flute there, and then head back down. Which, hopefully, by which time I'll have gained another level. Since we're just gonna fight our way there and back again. Like the jolly little hobbit that we are. Okay, come on. Up you go. Majoriki. Even with the one monitor, it gets kind of warm in here. Alrighty, now let's see. I can't remember if they put like a visual clue in. They didn't, which, believe it or not, I actually like. That's like 4 steps south of the fountain, right? There we go. See, nowadays, if they remade this game, and this might be true, I've not played the mobile port, but I feel like the way games are nowadays, they would have put like a visual clue in that there's something right there. Like, I'm going to catch flack for saying this, but millennial and Zoomer gamers seem to prefer to have everything spelled out for them. They think that actually having to look and search for stuff and rely on clues to find things is outmoded. You know, there's nothing, they want everything explicit. And in some cases, there are examples of games that have hidden secrets and whatnot that are basically, if you didn't get the guide, if you didn't have the magazine, if you didn't subscribe to Nintendo Power, or if you didn't pick up the strategy guide, or if you didn't watch the cartoon, or if you whatever. Let's go ahead and heal up while I'm here. I don't know where I'm at, but we can heal. Come on, there you go. There we go. But as I was saying, today's gamers seem to prefer to have everything explicit. And as I've said, there's a case to be made for that with regards to some things. But I do like things that are hidden, not to the point of basically needing to, well, hell, let's be honest with ourselves. Some of these old games have things that weren't found until somebody hacked the data of the game itself, okay? And then years later, like the specific example that I can think of that I didn't know about, that maybe everybody else did, but I didn't know, were the two hidden rooms in Castlevania Symphony of Night. The one in the castle entrance where you got to go through the little rock cave there in the castle entrance, and you know, one way is the wolf, the other way is the bat, and then the clock tower. And that's partially my fault. The clock tower one is partially my fault because, as I've mentioned elsewhere, I tend to turn the actual video game volume down and just listen to music. And I know you're saying, well, how could you do that with a game like Symphony of Night, which just has one of the best soundtracks of all time, you know, or is arguably one of the better game soundtracks of all time? Once I've heard a game soundtrack enough times, yeah, I love that game soundtrack, but I do, as a musician, I do pressure myself to listen to music as well, so there's that. It's not that I didn't like the video game music, or that I had something against video game music, or that I just had to listen to a CD or an album of some kind. It wasn't anything like that. Now, I gotta remember how to get there, because I cannot remember. And I'm not looking at a map. I think it's the bottom stairs, right? I think if you take those top steps, it just takes you into the maze with the really tough creatures. Man, these things are still schwacking me. It just ain't working. Oh yeah, I'm not staying ahead of this guy. I need to run away. Yeah, I can't run away. I'm gonna die here. I can't get far enough ahead. Jeez, may have to wait till I get heal more before I. Good gravy. How much MP did I just waste? Pretty sure you go this way to get to Cantlin. I'm gonna keep leveling though. I know I'm getting beat on here, but I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna stay healed up. Hell, it might not even be enough to get to the. Might not even have enough to get to the. Get to the town here. That or the golem's gonna kill me. Oh, another one of these guys, man. Come on. I gotta get real lucky on this running away stuff. Ooh, dragon. Can I kill a dragon? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Well, I can kill a dragon. Decent amount of experience for him. Alrighty. Item, the fluty toot. They give a toot on the old flute there. Oh, I give a toot on the old flute. A toot on the flute. Did he wake up? See, that's like I was talking about earlier, this is probably the point where I need to slow the message speed down. Ah, pretty good. Wow, 5,000. Well, they bumped that up, didn't they? Okay, now we need to in and save. You know what? Let's go ahead and spend some of this gold. Oh, that's right. The shop with the shop with the good stuff's behind the door, I believe. Get out! He's not going to move, is he? Here we go. I can't believe it still has the door command. Actually, you can use the button. Buy. Flame sword, mirror shield. Again, kill faster. And notice they feel the need to tell you that you can actually use it in battle. Let's sell some stuff. I gotta iron shroud. I think at this point, other than keys, gold becomes useless at this point. Once you get nope. Once you max out your weapons and armor and stuff from shops, essentially it becomes completely useless. Iron armor. We don't really need that damn fairy flute. I wonder if we could sell it. Probably not. I think this has the vault in. I think they added the vault into this one though. Oh yeah, this guy sells them. Okay, he's got the key. The keys. What do we got here? Oh yeah, I never bought a dragon scale. Nor did I ever get the fire ring either. Well, that's because I haven't done any of the story stuff yet. Use. Alright, I guess that gave us a little defense, huh? What is my defense up to? 86. So, formula-wise, 86 defense is 21 points of damage reduction. No, I don't need that, actually. I don't need any of that stuff. See, I don't remember what any of this stuff is. I'll be coming... When I do the story side of this run, I'll probably be coming back and talking to all of these people. I may not even do it this run through. I might have a separate run through for just to do the essentially play the game again, but actually do all the like lore and story stuff as I level, as opposed to just leveling and maxing my armor and then doing all the story stuff. I don't think this guy has anything. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time here. So now that we've bumped up our stuff a little here, let's see how we do. Well, we could kill stuff. We're still getting hit like a truck. I think that's partially related to our level and the fact that we haven't got the Erdrick armor yet. See, with the Erdrick armor, basically, with the possible exception of Charlock Castle, you don't really have to heal anymore in between battles. You take enough steps in between battles to recoup the damage you took in the battle itself. You know, as long as your encounter rate's not too high. As long as you get... Honestly, once you're in the castles and stuff, the encounter rate is just all your RNG stuff. Alright, we're already level 17. So in the original game, once we get a heal more, we'd actually be able to go beat the game at this point. But hey, we do have heal more, so that is probably going to go a long way towards helping us kill the... Kill the knight. I don't like these things. God, they do so much damage. I have to keep freaking healing. I'm not going to use heal more. That'd be a... Am I already really down to 8 MP? Oh no, I'm looking at the cost. Herpa derp. No, I'm down to 8 MP. Good God. Okay, so we gotta do this. Gotta go heal, because I'm not near a town. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just go stay at the inn. For the sake of brevity, let's just go stay at the damn inn. Get out of my way! Alright. For the sake of brevity. Alright, let's go kill the knight. Let's go kill that damn knight. If we can. I gotta hope we got the oomph now. We should. Like I said, even at level 30, those Mad Knights can RNG you to death because they can cast sleep. And unlike other games, there's really nothing in this game that gives you any special resistance to like sleep or stop spell. It's like if you get hit with it, that's it. You're hit with it, and down you go. What I'm saying is he can, even at level 30, he can keep putting you to sleep and whacking you to death. So the reality is that fight is beyond a certain level is almost entirely RNG. Where am I? Still good on hit points. Well, let's kill the dragon. Let's see how we do. Oh! I did all right there. Give myself another quick heal. Oh, come on. I want to fight these things. Yeah, trying to put him to sleep was a waste. So we're not going to do that. Hey, we got him that time. I guess once you get the hits up... I don't remember where it's at. Is it back here? Or it's by the tree, isn't it? I was going to say, if I got to fight that thing again... Watch this thing kill me now. Come on. Come on, there we... Armor of Erdrick. Erdrick's armor. Does it auto-equip? I don't know. 89 to 93. Honestly, it really only gives you another extra point of damage mitigation. Yes, it gives you the protects you from the swamps, gives you the heal per step, and see we're already healed back up. But as far as like actual damage mitigation, it's not that useful. Let's see if we can kill him. No, ran away. Okay, so, well, with the exception of the Erdrick's sword, which we won't be getting until we get into Charlock, and to get into Charlock, we've got to do all the lore stuff, which I'll probably finish up tomorrow, or the next couple of days. Yeah, so next time, basically all we've got to do is the lore stuff. And I think in this version of the game, the ideal, I think the decent level to be at to beat this version is like level 20 or so. Which again, because I feel like they kind of rebalanced it a bit. Make the beginning easier. And, well, honestly, they made the whole thing easier per se, but bring a little bit more balance to the midsection and as far as the late game, I don't know. I don't really know what they've done to the late game, because to be quite honest with you, I've never actually played. The first time I had this ROM, or the translation, was back in the dark days of specific emulators. And this ROM was very prone to crashing, and locking up and all kinds of other nasty business. So I never actually played to the end game. I've gotten to level 30, okay, but that was strictly a run. I think I actually did that run right before I started doing games on this channel. Just again, this sort of method right here, just getting all the weapons and armor and just leveling. And I think this game is the same as the other one, in that once you get to a certain level, you can more reliably kill metal slimes. And then that's pretty much what I spent like the last 8 or 9 or 10 levels leveling off of. So let's see. I don't need to heal, but I do need to recoup just in case. Alright, so we're all healed up. And again, I think I mentioned in the other video, I went with the same name here, the Diaz. That's done for the stats. That, and I believe that is the strength and hit point stat growth. Yeah, I'm going to continue because I'm going to do a save. I'm going to do the backup save. Yes. Backup save. Alright, and then I'm going to do a hard save state here. There we go. And I will be back probably within the next couple of days. Ideally tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. And we'll go ahead and do all the lore stuff and get all the story stuff out of the way. We will rescue the princess, go get all of the items, go into the grave at Garen. I'm predicting by the time I actually get to Charlock, because of all the stuff we have to do, I'm probably going to be up around, I'm going to say level 23 to 25. So, I will see you then. Have a good night. And remember, everybody, if you're new to this channel, don't like, don't subscribe, don't click the notification bell. In fact, what are you doing here? Good God!